Picture this. We have a hero who not only just lost all of his group, but is also happened to be robbed by the one person who helped him not be in a mentally bad place, and then is ridiculed by everyone because, he didn't kill this fucking abomination of an animation. Anyway, so yeah, we get to have a Ren episode, and I finally can say this. Yes, the Curse series is back in action. With it, instead of being a helpful tool for Naofumi, now it's being an actual annoyance for him, since now he has to deal with Ren and him being consumed by both greed and gluttony. As if we needed him to already be consumed by one of them is enough. Though it's funny that this little upgrade of his basically is not the same as Naofumi. Naofumi's Wrath Shield helped them even up the playing field in terms of being able to fight. Ren's doesn't seem to actually help for shit because he can't really attack or do anything, which I feel like that is due to him being completely losing all of his equipment, but it also could be because his sword is greed or gluttony. Curse series is actually worse. I don't think the episode explained this, but basically one of those two has the ability to make anything Ren touches, aside from his usual sword, to basically be useless as fuck. Basically, if you try to sell it, it is so useless to any merchant that it basically might as well be a wooden sword. But that's not the point. The point is that now we get to see Ren's backstory. So one thing about season 1 that I guess you can criticize is that aside from Motoyasu being completely villainized, though he's just more annoying than an actual person to root against at times. We don't see the other heroes. We do see tidbits of them, with Ren being slightly reasonable. Yet here we get to see that he did socialize as he was in high school, and yet whenever it seemed like he can make more friends or more people are coming towards him, he tends to push people away. He basically was acting like Kirito, considering his stupid game, Brave Sword Online. I wonder what other media has this similar name. But anyway, so we did get to see what eventually happened to him that caused him to get isekai'd. Basically, he saves his friend from being stabbed, and yeah, that's how he gets killed and then isekai'd after death. So instead of getting Truck-kun, we basically have this. He got stabbed and then isekai'd. Stab-sekai'd. Alright, I'm stupid. Anyway, not the point. The point of the episode is more focused on trying to help Ren, as well as showing that Motoyasu is basically playing as backup, since he's like, let me help you, father. Which, by the way, yes, he is also affected by the Curse series. I think everyone should know by this point which one he's affected by. I'll get to his problem at the end of this video, but for now, let's focus on our favorite sword hero. So yes, we do eventually have the whole Mai pulls literally does the same thing she did to Naofumi, but not to Ren. She steals his stuff and then leaves. Though this time she doesn't go and accuse him of things. Which, yes, he's being chased by other people too. And then as he's trying to get a refugee, everyone hates him for the whole turtle thing. We do get to see, obviously, how he basically treated everything like a game, and how his party members kept pushing up his already high ego. And him being too overconfident, where I think that in a game you're over-leveled should be enough to beat what is essentially the ugliest animation that's apparently level 60, and yet you lose. It's like, yeah, reality and fiction are separate. Ironically saying that in a fictional story, but not the point. Point is that Ren obviously suffers from the 5 stages of grief, and then we get to see him completely get consumed by the Curse series. Well, first we get to see some of his versions of what Naofumi did in season 1, some of the abilities, which are basically just torturous ways of killing humans. But it is pretty cool having this noble woman come in and basically be able to take on Ren and basically save him. Almost similar to how Raphtalia saved Naofumi, though in this case she had to slightly knock him out of it. Also, fun fact, so in the novels, basically Ren had dissed her because, you know, he was losing in terms of actual skill. So he used his immense power-ups to completely overpower her, which, you know, basically cheating, just so that way he doesn't lose. And yeah, basically this is just her payback in the novels, because I do not think that they ever mentioned that they trained. So this is basically the first time sword clashing. Thank you, Season 2, for once again skipping something important. But anyway, so yeah, eventually Ren is finally knocked out of it. He is saved. These two guys from last episode don't learn their damn lesson. And Motoyasu, not giving two shits, basically kills them. Which, I gotta find it funny how everyone's just shocked by this. And yeah, eventually they find out, oh, it's the souls. They keep coming back because their souls are still around. So Raphtalia ends their career at this point. And yeah, that's how the episode ends. On a very high note, with Motoyasu quite clearly under the influence of the Curse series. When he sees Filo, he's so happy that it genuinely scares her so much that even Rishia's running away with Filo. Though I think it's because Filo's chasing Rishia by accident. Though I like how Cole is just like, the spear hero's a weird guy. It's like, he was weird, I won't lie. It's just this one is more or less on the more dangerous side of weird. But yeah, Motoyasu's Curse series. They are not exactly, I don't think Naofumi knows it yet. I doubt it, because he couldn't tell about Ren's. But yeah, he's still on his Curse series, which is a problem. Because quite clearly being on that for too long can cause negative effects. Which those are also mental effects. So I guess you guys can puzzle it together that, yeah, our spear hero is not exactly in his right mind.